Hello everyone, you are on the channel Who Created It and How. Today we're traveling way back in time to answer a massive question. Who created the very first empire? When you think of empires, names like Rome, Persia, or maybe even the British Empire might pop into your head. But we have to go much further back, to the dawn of civilization itself, to a land nestled between two rivers, Mesopotamia. This is the cradle of civilization, the land where writing, cities, and laws first blossomed. And it's here that we find our protagonist. His name was Sargon of Akkad. Before Sargon, Mesopotamia was a collection of independent, often warring city-states like Ur, Uruk, and Lagash. Each city had its own king, its own walls, and its own patron god. They were powerful in their own right, but they were small, self-contained worlds. Sargon was about to change all of that. What's fascinating is that Sargon's origins are shrouded in legend. According to a story that sounds remarkably similar to the tale of Moses, Sargon was born in secret and cast into the Euphrates River in a reed basket. He was supposedly found and raised by a gardener before rising through the ranks to become the cupbearer to the king of Kish, a powerful city-state. Whether this story is true or a piece of brilliant political propaganda, we don't know. But what we do know is that he eventually seized power for himself. From his new capital, Akkad, which he either founded or massively expanded, Sargon began a series of military campaigns that were unprecedented in their scale and ambition. He didn't just want to raid his neighbors for loot, he wanted to rule them. Armed with a professional army, a new concept at the time, he conquered one Sumerian city-state after another. His inscriptions boast of washing his weapons in the sea, a poetic way of saying he had conquered all the way to the Persian Gulf. But Sargon didn't stop there. His ambition was boundless. He pushed his armies north into what is now Syria, west towards the Mediterranean, and east into modern-day Iran. For the first time in history, a single ruler controlled a vast, multilingual, and multicultural territory. This was not just a kingdom. This was an empire. So how did he do it? How did one man manage to hold together such a diverse collection of peoples who had been fighting each other for centuries? Sargon was more than just a conqueror. He was a brilliant administrator. He installed loyal Akkadian governors in the cities he conquered, ensuring his authority was enforced. He standardized weights and measures and may have even created the world's first postal service to speed up communication across his vast domain. He also cleverly blended cultures. Instead of erasing the local traditions of the Sumerians he conquered, he integrated them. He appointed his own daughter, Enheduanna, as the high priestess of the moon god in the important city of Ur. This was a masterstroke. Not only did it give him control over a powerful religious center, but Enheduanna herself went on to become a towering figure in her own right, the world's first known author by name, composing beautiful hymns that unified the Akkadian and Sumerian pantheons. Sargon's Akkadian Empire became the model for all future empires in the region. The Babylonians, the Assyrians, and later the Persians all looked back to Sargon as the legendary founder of imperial rule. His empire created a new political reality, the idea that the world could and perhaps should be united under a single powerful ruler. Of course, no empire lasts forever. Sargon's dynasty ruled for about 150 years before internal rebellions and external pressures caused it to collapse. But the idea he unleashed upon the world was permanent. The concept of empire, of a single state dominating many, would be repeated again and again throughout human history, for better and for worse. So when we ask who created the first empire, the answer takes us back over 4,300 years to an ambitious man from Mesopotamia, Sargon of Akkad. The man who rose from mysterious origins to unite the known world under his command, creating a blueprint for power that would echo down through the millennia. He truly was the world's first emperor. What do you think? Is this story of a man forging an empire from nothing inspiring or a cautionary tale? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this and want to uncover more stories of how our world was shaped, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode. See you next time.